Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're shifting gears a bit. Forget the abstract future disruption talk for a moment. We're focusing squarely on the money right
Yeah.
now. Our sources give this really quantified look at, well, the cost of not acting on client AI adoption.
Exactly. You know, for a long time, this AI conversation, it's been about competitive advantage or maybe some vague risk. But the material we've synthesized, it really moves the goalposts. Our mission today is to put numbers on it, to quantify the financial hit. We want to show clearly that ignoring what your clients are doing with AI, it's not just like standing still. It's actively costing you, big time. It's hitting your wallet from two very distinct directions.
Okay, and that two-way hit is what our sources call the two-way cost of ignoring AI, or maybe more simply, the double loss.
That's the one, the double loss.
So you're saying you're essentially bleeding money from two places at once.
Yeah.
Missed revenue and this escalating breach liability risk.
Precisely. And the root cause. It's letting your clients run wild with what you might call DIY AI or shadow AI.
Meaning they're just grabbing tools off the shelf, bypassing you.
Yes, exactly. Using tools without your professional guidance, outside your managed oversight. And the moment you let that happen, well, you trigger both loss pathways simultaneously. You lose the revenue you should be capturing, and you basically inherit all the liability from those unmanaged tools. Unlimited liability.
Okay, let's unpack that. Start with the first loss pathway, the proactive cost, you called it, the revenue drain. The sources hit us with a pretty stark statistic here. 88% of client firms are already increasing their AI budgets.
Yeah, 88%. That's not a small number.
It really isn't. What does that tell us? They're already spending.
It tells us the market isn't coming soon. It's here, now, and it's big. Clients aren't, waiting around for their traditional partners like you to give them an AI strategy. They're actively spending money on subscriptions, specialized tools, maybe even outside consultants. They see the benefits, business acceleration, automation, efficiency, and they want it now.
Okay, but if they're going elsewhere, what kind of money are we actually talking about? Is it just like basic software licenses? Or something more?
This is where the numbers get really sharp, as the source material points out. It specifically flags this as 2 to 3 times margin revenue. 2 to 3x.
Whoa, okay. 2-3x margin. That's not commodity stuff.
Not at all. This is high-value consulting, bespoke service delivery. Think about it. If you're their trusted partner, they expect you to provide solutions that are integrated, secure, compliant. That's where the value is.
Can you break that down a bit more? Why is the margin so high on this stuff? 2-3x seems huge.
Well, it comes from activities needing real expertise and, frankly, significant oversight. Things like complex integration work, right? Weaving AI into old legacy systems, that's not easy. Or building custom RGRA systems, retrieval augmented generation. That involves connecting the client's own sensitive data securely to these big AI models. And then there's the absolutely critical piece, governance. Compliance validation, making sure these powerful tools are used responsibly and legally.
So specialized skills, security guarantees.
Exactly. That kind of specialized work, that guarantee of security and compliance, it commands premium pricing. That's your 2-3x margin revenue. And that's the revenue you're letting just slip through your fingers.
So the irony here is pretty thick, isn't it? You, the established trusted partner, are losing this super high margin business because your clients are giving it to some, I don't know, random sauce company.
Yeah.
Or maybe a brand new consulting firm that just popped up.
That's exactly it. The client gets their problem solved, pays a premium for it, and kind of worryingly, they're also teaching themselves to look outside their relationship with you for these really valuable solutions.
Right.
So the sources pose that critical question for everyone listening. How much revenue are you really missing by not offering these AI services? Factor in that 2-3x margin and the cost of just doing nothing. It's substantial. It's immediate. You could probably calculate a rough number right now.
Okay, that's loss number one. The money walking out the door because you aren't seizing the opportunity. But you said this failure to act proactively leads straight into the second loss, the potentially catastrophic one. Unlimited risk and breach liability.
Yes. Let's pivot to that reactive side. This is where it gets potentially much scarier.
Because this comes from.
It stems from client activity that's totally uncontrolled. And often the client thinks these tools are free. Think about shadow AI again. It's not sci-fi. It's your client using, say, a free online LLM, maybe ChatGPT, maybe some unvetted open source thing, and uploading sensitive stuff, proprietary R&D data, customer PII. internal financials. Just to get a quick summary or analysis.
Okay, hang on. They upload sensitive company data to a random free tool online.
Happens all the time. And the moment they do that, that data is completely outside your control. Your security perimeter means nothing. Worse, that data might be used to train the vendor's models, instantly breaching confidentiality you owe to other clients. Or maybe the tool just has terrible security, like no standard encryption, weak access controls. Suddenly, that internal project, it's a massive regulatory time bomb. GDPR failure, CCPA, HI, HEPA, you name it.
Right. So let's talk consequences. What happens if just one data breach happens because of one of these shadow AI tools? This isn't just a small fine, is it?
Oh, no. It's potentially unlimited. Forget small fine. First, you've got the direct hit, massive regulatory fines, penalties. These can be based on a percentage of your global revenue, depending on the rules and the data.
Okay, that's bad enough.
But that's just the start. The real killer is the structural fallout.
Which is?
Severe, often immediate reputational damage. And that's not some soft, fuzzy cost. It means losing clients. High-value clients, especially those with strict compliance needs, they will walk if they see you as the weak link in a data breach.
Because it happened under your watch, even if it was the client using the tool.
Doesn't matter. It happened in the environment you're supposed to manage or advise on. And the sources warn, worst-case scenario. Litigation, regulatory action shuts down key operations. That single breach could literally destroy the entire business.
An existential threat from a free tool the client used.
Exactly. That's the unlimited risk part.
Okay, wait. If the risk is that huge, wouldn't the sensible thing be to just pump the brakes, tell everyone to slow down with AI, focus on locking things down?
That feels intuitive, doesn't it? Like, let's just avoid the danger. But this is where the source material completely flips the script. It's a really critical finding.
Okay.
The core finding is this. The risk isn't in adopting AI. The risk is in letting your clients do it without you.
Say that again? The risk is letting them do it without you.
Yes. Inaction is the risk generator.
How does that work?
Because when you try to be risk-averse by stalling, by not offering managed AI services, you aren't actually eliminating the risk. You're just outsourcing it to your client. And your client, let's be honest, is almost certainly not equipped to handle the complex security, regulatory, and technical liability that comes with these AI tools. So they will make mistakes, costly ones. Your decision to stay silent or delay your service offerings, that's what actively creates the massive, potentially unlimited exposure for your firm. The second a client uploads that confidential file to some unmanaged tool, the liability clock starts ticking for you.
Wow. Okay, so let's tie these two losses together for the listener. We've got the missed high-margin revenue, and we've got this outsourced unlimited liability. What's the combined picture?
It's a picture of compounding financial pressure. These two losses aren't separate. They feed each other. When you fail to capture that high-margin revenue loss, number one, you don't have the incentive, maybe not even the resources or structure, to provide the necessary governance and security oversight.
Right, because you're not involved in the AI work.
Exactly. And that failure, that lack of involvement, directly creates the liability loss number two. So you end up with this double whammy, immediate measurable revenue loss, that premium 2-3x margin you just gave away running side by side with this huge unquantifiable liability or risk from client actions you could have managed or prevented.
So the big takeaway here, ignoring client AI isn't a neutral stance. It's not passive.
Not at all.
It's an active business decision that costs you money in two ways. Proactively forfeiting profitable revenue, and reactively cranking up your risk exposure and potential cleanup costs from client mistakes.
Yep. The message from the sources is stark. Silence equals significant financial pain. It essentially shifts the whole reason to engage with AI.
How so?
Well, it stops being just about getting ahead or innovation. It becomes about basic risk management, about minimizing the potential cost of a catastrophe you didn't see coming because you weren't looking.
We have definitely covered a lot of ground today, really drilling into this double-sided cost of inaction on client AI. It hits your revenue potential, that top line, by missing out on premium work. And it threatens your bottom line, maybe even your existence, through this massive liability exposure.
Absolutely. It's a pincer movement on your finances.
So maybe a final thought for our listeners to chew on.
Yeah, okay. Here's something to consider based on everything we've discussed and that 88% statistic. Given that almost 9 out of 10 client firms are already increasing their AI budgets, already spending money here, the question really isn't if you should offer AI services anymore, is it? Has managing your clients' AI adoption now shifted from being just another optional value-add service to being a fundamental business requirement, a critical liability shield necessary just to operate safely and stay solvent? How does your strategy need to change right now to reflect that reality?